Hello everyone, I'm Jay, but you can call me what you like, and welcome back to Baba Is You. Last where we left off, we hit ourselves level 8, Ghost Guard. Essentially this level has been giving me some trouble over the past couple days. Last where we left off, I actually went ahead and tried my best at completing this level. It took me a couple hours before I just went ahead and gave up, and now a couple days later I'm coming back to it to kind of give myself like a fresh slate, give myself a clear head while we try to tackle this problem. We have a lot going on here in this level, so let's get into it. We got Rock is push, Leaf is teleport. Ghost has flag, Ghost is shut and push. Flag is wind, foliage is sink, text is float, Baba is you, hedge is stop, and key is open. So the key is not pushed and cannot be moved, so we need to be able to get the key over to the ghost because the ghost has flag, and once the ghost is unlocked with the key, Jesus Christ. Once the ghost is unlocked with the key, then you can get to the flag. Okay, cool. So, alright, what else do we got here? Is there anything else for me to know? We got a lot going on. We got Rock is push, Leaf is teleport. Okay. We can teleport over with the Leaf, and if we hit the space bar, we can go ahead and wait out a time slot instead, which is a interesting concept. We're gonna have to get to that ghost later, right? Yeah, because foliage is sync. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and undo ourselves from there. So I guess a good move would be to get rid of the foliage, because either way we're gonna have to get over to the ghost. I'm kind of gonna be trying to solve the problem backwards because I feel like that's the only way I can go about this, in all honesty. So let's go ahead and get rid of the foliage with the rock, because I can't imagine we need the rock for much more, because the only purpose of rock is to be able to be pushed. But I technically don't need the rock to be pushed. Yeah, like, here's what I can do. I can go into the leaf zone, and I think what I can do is I don't need Rock's push anymore. That's useless. There's no rock, so I can just get rid of rock entirely by moving this up. So let's try to sort ourselves out. So we want leaf to be both push and to be teleported. So what do we do in this case? I guess we can... How are we gonna move this? So what if I don't know, like this? Is there a way that I can push? Yeah, because I want the leaf to be in an is. Okay, I want the is to be in a position underneath the leaf, I think. Oh wait, that's too far. That gets it stuck. Okay, so here's my problem, right? So here's the thing. I want the leaf to both be push and teleport, but the dilemma becomes the fact that I cannot have them be active at the same time. I need to be able to push. I need to be able to get onto the leaf, because when the leaf is pushed, I cannot teleport through it. I personally cannot teleport through it because it's a solid. So what if I set it up? Okay, wait. What if I move the leaf, right, to like down here? So, and then I move the push thing, right? Okay, so leaf is push. That doesn't really do it for me, does it? No, actually, it can. What if I did this? Holy shit! Wait, does that mean... Holy fuck, that worked! Holy shit! That's insane. I could push it that way. Space push. Space push. Space push. Space push. What the fuck? Space push. Space push. Da 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 da. I want to make sure I don't fuck up the timing on this. Push. Space push. Space push. Space push. Can I? Holy shit. Oh my god, that took me so long. Dude, that took me forever just to think about. Holy. Yeah, okay, so sometimes you just need a good break. Oh my god, I thought that was the second to last level. I didn't realize there was levels 10, 11, and 12 hiding in the corner. Oh wow, we still have quite a bit of a ways to go before we end this off. Oh, I don't know why I thought this blockade over here was the last of it. Oh no. Alright, well, with that being said, we actually did that much faster than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought that was gonna take us at least an hour or two. But we managed to do that in like 20 minutes. So we're not doing too bad for pace right now. Let's check out this next level, level Fall-9, Leaf Chamber. Okay. So here we have key is open. Fungus is shut and pull. Fungus has flag, flag is win. Leaf is move, key is push. Pull is an option. Leaf is leaf, and foliage is defeat. Okay. So Fungus has flag and is win. Leaf and foliage. What? I'm sorry, excuse me. Oh, leaf is move. Oh yeah, that's right. I got so confused. Like this? Okay, cool. Let's get rid of leaf as move. That seems like a nightmare scenario. There we go. Leaf no longer needs to be moved. However, if we had foliage be moved, that would be great. We do have hedges stopped, so there's nothing we can really do about that. We can make key as pull. We can also make key as move. Fungus is shut and pull. Okay, but that doesn't solve the problem because the leaf, not the leaf, the foliage itself is still defeat. Okay, let's move some of this text to somewhere where it's going to be slightly more accessible, at least. I don't need to connect that. I feel like that's going to be annoying. Leaf, no matter what, is defeat. So I shouldn't be touching the leaves at all. How do I get rid of the foliage? I can see a world where I get the key to move on its own after pulling it into position. That only works as long as the foliage itself can be moved. But it cannot. So what do I do here? I need to be able to solve it with what I currently have in hand. Key is push. We can change key is push to key is pull. Pull the key out. Just so that way it's out of here. What I can do is okay, here's what I can do. We can do a couple things. Okay, so I'm thinking of a world where I somehow get the leaves to push the key. No, I can't do that because I'm not set up properly for that. No, I guess I can be. Yeah, okay. That's no, that's a possibility. We can make, now that key's out of the way, we can make key push, because now pushing is going to be easier than pulling, and I don't have to worry about like it dragging behind me. So key is push, right? And we want the key to be directly there. And then we want two things here, one way or another, which I think I can kind of get done. I think I have a way to do that. As long as leaves don't kill us when... Yeah, okay. As long as the leaves are not gonna kill us when we try to pull them, we can use leaf as pull. Yeah, I was right. Ah, fuck. Okay. There we go. Okay. So... Oh, actually, we can... I guess what we could do is key is move. Wait, no, we could do leaf is move. Not an idea. I feel like I kind of need to test something first. Hopefully this doesn't do anything stupid. Oh! Oh, I don't die to these things when I... Ah! Oh, why did I think I died from them when they... Why did I think that? Seriously, this whole time I just assumed that if I were to push up against something that was supposed to be my defeat, that I would just immediately perish. Ah, okay. Well, I do feel a tad bit silly. Okay. That's really interesting. Okay. Let's... I guess what I could do now then, now that I know that, is... Okay. I don't know why I thought this whole time. Okay. We'll let the leaves move a bit. No, I want them to there. And I want the leaves to be pull, right? Because then if I do that, then that changes the orientation of how they move. Like this, left to right. Whoa. Whoa, I can do that? Wait. I didn't realize the mushroom move. What the... Okay. So... What does this mean? Okay, now they're set up like this. Is that a good or a bad thing? Okay, okay, so the fungus is pull. So if I can push something in front of it and set, if I could push the leaf in front of it. So let's at some point knock out leaf as move, right? Okay. So now the leaves are no longer moving. They're not moving or grooving. Let's see what we can do here. We can set the key to be pull. Fungus is pull. If I can get a leaf to move out of the way, how would I do that? I want leaf's move. I need to keep push, I believe. Do I need to keep push? Can I sacrifice push? Yeah, no, I need push. But do I need this is? Because theoretically, if I needed that to be true, couldn't I just use the same is as down here? So I could do leaf is push. No, because it doesn't let me push all the way through. That's right, that's right. So that doesn't help. I don't have two things to sacrifice. I only have that singular is, so that doesn't work. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm fucking this up. Okay. Oh, well, I'm stupid, aren't I? Right? Because if the leaf is moving... Yeah. Bah. And then just have leaf be something else. Have the leaf be push. And then meanwhile, the key is going to be pull. Okay. Okay. And I guess I could still have leaf be push. I don't need key to move though. I mean, I guess the key can move back to its normal spot. Really, all I care about doing at the moment is specifically this. Because if I can have these two things intersect and knock the fungus out of the way, I can have key be pull or push. Well, preferably push, so I could push it into the fungus. Okay. How do I want to go about this? I guess here. And then just move it this way. Are they going to intersect if I do this? I almost feel like they won't. Okay, come on. Move that out of the way, key. Sorry. Okay, let's try this. Leaf still... Okay. Leaf also needs to be pushed, doesn't it? Except... Oh, fungus is pull. Wait, does that mean it's gonna move? Oh, it's gonna move anyway. Ah. Okay. Does that do everything I wish for it to do? I guess, because now I can just do key as push, right? I'll move this stuff down like this. I'll take the push block and set it towards the key. Now that key is push, I can push the key all the way up and get the flag. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby. That one wasn't as bad as the last one. I feel like I did that one a little bit faster, but still, that last one, the level 8, just really rocked my shit. I just wasn't expecting it. We got level 10, not there. Let's see what this is about. We got stop, fence, not. Baba's you. Fence is not you. Fence is stop. Okay, so... Fence is not you. I'm guessing that means fence can never be us. Yeah, because it contradicts. But does it overpower? Like, if I were to do fence is not stop, is that the solution to this problem? Yeah, okay. So not overwhelmingly disrupts anything else going on. Why are there ghosts here? when there's no such tile for the ghosts. Okay. And I guess we could just do like, oh wait, not you as win. Sorry. Baba is win. Okay. Interesting. Not is an interesting mechanic, honestly. We got level 11 catch. That was like an introductory one. That took us nothing. I'm guessing we're gonna be messing around with that a lot more. I should have assumed. Okay. So we have so much going on here. Why would we ever want Baba is not you to be a thing? It's set there. It's also one of the few things that isn't locked behind a gate. Okay, so we got rock is rock, which means rock cannot become anything else. We have Baba is not you, which doesn't make sense because there's no way for anything else to be set up to be you. We got water is sink, which is diabolical. Text is float. Hedge is hedge, hedges stop and not push. Okay. Which is crazy because I don't have access to hedge anyway, so that's kind of overkill. I don't have access to hedge at all. We do still have flag is win as a condition. The tree is not anything. Tree is the core. So what exactly are we trying to... Is the problem that rock is not push, nor does it need to be? Why is the knot here? The only reason why I imagine I need a knot, because, oh, here's the thing, right? The knot is only applicable to something that has another rule on it to which it can contradict. You know, like if rock is push is laying around, it was laying around somewhere else in the rule set, then I would need to be able to like change it and be able to play something like rock is not push. But if that's not already pre-existent in the level, then rock by default is not push, which means we already have the option of changing it between rock is push and rock is not push without the need of this tile of not. So it almost makes me wonder, can you do double negatives? Is that a possibility? But how would we cram the not through here? I just stop and not push. So if hedges stop and not push, does that mean... No, hedges stop, which means it's gonna get stopped by everything. Here's my other problem, right? I can't just cram one of these rocks in between one of the text things and have it do anything for me. We do have water is sink, so it seems like the only thing I really have access to is getting out of here somehow. Yeah, because the only thing I can do from here is go up with it, right? Because no matter how I push this rock, I can't change how far down it goes. I can't change how far up it goes. I can't get past the not. I can't get past the is. So the only viable option I have is to sink the rock into the water. Okay, so this is another one of those weird situations that I don't really see a way of working backwards in. Because my goal is to get down here, but the issue with that is the is blocks the way. I'm already set up for a win condition. I just need to be able to get to the win condition. Pull is not a thing in this situation. rock is not Baba? No, that doesn't do anything for me. Again, the only thing I could potentially think of is if it's like a double negative situation, but that doesn't really work for this. I guess in a sense we could do rock as Baba. Does that work? No, not really. No, it doesn't, because rock is rock. Rock cannot be Baba. Because that's already a contradictory rule. And I can't beat that rule's priority. What would rock is not push even indicate? Besides the obvious, right? Because I gotta be given this not for a reason. Rock is not push. Does that make it pull? Okay, no. That would be an interesting concept if it actually creates the opposite effect instead of it just not being a contradiction. Okay, let's just go ahead and make rock is push again. Hold up. I'm sorry, excuse the... Wait. That knot is lit up. What does that mean? Is rock push or is... Oh my god, no shot. Not rock is push. That means everything but the rock is push, which is why hedge is stop and not push is set up there. Okay. Wait, okay, so in that case, what if we were to get rid of the water? Well, you know, things that are we just learned this. Things that are push are not going to defeat you or kill you right away. So I guess then my new question is, if I set up not rock is push and I wanted to push the water out of my way, I guess in a similar matter to this. Okay. I'm starting to get it now. Okay. Cool. Got it. This is absolutely obscene. This is a criminally insane solution. Okay. So now if we have rock is push again. Let's push the rock over to over here. Okay, I think I got it. Because I want to get rid of this right here, which would get me to put not Baba is not you, which is already applicable because everything but Baba is everything except for Baba is not us anyway, right? Yeah. Holy, what a level. Okay, on to the last level of this world. I think after this I'm gonna stop trying to do like full stage clears because my god, this is insane to try to do. But hey, nonetheless, we're doing it, we're getting it done, and now we're on to the last level, level 12, dead end. Let's see what we got here. Okay, sure. Water is water and sink and not you. Me is wind and not you. X is float. Flag is flag. Box is box. Fence is stop and not you. Flag is you. Flag is not box. Not push. Yo. Okay, so water is water and sink and not you. I don't have access to water. I don't have access to anything except is not box. That's it. Not box is not push. Does that work as a sentence? It seems kind of absurd, but I feel like this is the only way that this could work. Because these are the only things we have in order to move around. We can't move the fence around. We can't do anything with flags us. We can't do anything to interrupt fences stop. I don't know what to do about the me character. I feel like this is the only thing that works. Not box is not push. No, that did not work. Okay. Okay. Again, not box is literally all we got to work with. Can we do this is my previous question. I asked this before. Can we do double negatives? Box is not push. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Bro, oh my god, that works. Thank Christ. Okay. Well, all we can really do is just get the boxes to sync. Okay. What a crazy level just to look at. But hey, with that being said, we did complete the stage in its entirety, and that was stage fall. And that's also what I'm gonna call enough for today. If you guys enjoyed, stick around. There'll be more like it in the future. We still have a ton, and I do mean a ton of levels to get through. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys will stick around for the next one. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.